You guys know about street takeovers, right?
Yeah.
Getting pretty sick of them? What do you think?
I'm not really around them, but Gilbert, our friend Gilbert, has them outside of his fucking house.
Because he lives in that area where they like,
Oh, they do takeovers a lot on this corner?
Bro, like he'll just look out of his window and then they're just like...
And it's like
everyone is like,
people.
Recording.
What do you think would happen if he starts throwing fireworks down there? Like, you think they'll just go, yay?
Yeah, probably.
I've seen some crazy videos where this guy was standing on a light pole and with like a cement base, and this Charger or Challenger,
It's usually one of those Challengers or Chargers,
drives right into. It looked like he was trying to hit him. And it crashed right in. So I was like, oh, this is like craziness. Does that happen all the time at takeovers?
Dude, there's worse shit.
No, there's a funny one. Did you see the one where a car ran over a dude, but all it did was rip off his pants?
Yeah, it ran over his legs, and then the spinning tires took his pants and underwear off.
No way. That's fun. That's fun.
But people get bashed all the time. Whenever the cops arrive, they just do it in circles around them. The only thing, this is probably the thing I hate the most about him, is that it just blatantly exposes how unequipped our law enforcement is to even have a chance of dealing with it. Every single time the cops just get water thrown at them, laughed at. They can't do nothing because most of these people are underage too.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that. So like, this would have never fucking happened in my teens. When cops come through, dude, they're pointing guns, they're grabbing people, throwing them on the ground.
Police brutality was accepted back then, but now they're against it.
Well, yeah, because back then it was like, well, if you got beat up by a cop, you probably fucked up somehow.
But I miss police brutality, I think.
I just feel like it's not fair that I had to go through something completely different than these fuckers. Because that looks really fun as a teen brain.
Yeah, that's what I look.
My teen brain is like.
You're a bitter OG, just like all the parents.
I'm absolutely a bitter
Joe's
OG.
just staring like...
Because that's our generation. The cops would already phone in the like riot people, tear gas, fucking beanbag, like shotguns with beanbags. Like the highest form of non-lethal force would have been used.
We didn't even have the.
But then now they got like all these PR issues they have to deal with, so they
Like immediately they would do it.
Yeah, I've seen cops get fucking taunted with, like he's about to arrest someone, he runs off, and another person's like,
I never would have saw that, dude.
It's crazy because the laughable headline right now is that LAPD has decided to have a zero tolerance policy.
What does that mean? LAPD used to be crazy, dude.
They really can't do shit. And it's not, I'm not like saying it's LAPD's fault. It's the state's fault for making their efforts nullified.
Oh, they cut off the fucking arms and hands and dick.
If they arrested every single person at a takeover, they would have to let them go right away. Like, it's not gonna stick. Plus, on the other side of that, they're now saying they're gonna start impounding all the cars, even the spectators. How?
They don't got enough tow trucks, but I bet you all the Armenians right now are like, oh, buddy, let's do it.
Because the main reason with
Ron
these
over there?
takeovers and anything of that nature is that when they try to disperse the crowd, is more danger potentially happens. Because
Everybody just goes,
as people go, there's been lots of situations where people fleeing takeovers have been killed. There've been accidents. There've been all kinds of stuff. And recently there was that takeover where all the people from the takeover, or a shitload of them, rushed into a 7-Eleven and just looted the shit out.
I saw that.
It's like the scene in Fast and the Furious. Remember when the cops come and then all the cars just fucking...
Yeah, exactly. But look at how tame that looks compared to like
That
what
shit,
you're gonna
that
see.
shit look dope, right?
Can't cops just like, and I'm just speaking out of turn here, but can't they just fucking, on the side, just wait at the end of the day? Because they're not trying to like kill a bunch of people. Obviously, it shouldn't be acceptable all the time, but can't they just like take notes, write down all the fucking license plates or film everything and stuff like that? And then instead of thinking like put them in jail, but then you can't hold them and detain them, you have to let them go. Can't they just put up some ridiculous fine for this type of crime?
But that's not the issue. The half of the battle is the PR issue, right? So you have a cop showing up there. He's writing notes. The guy's still continuing with donuts. Now everyone is going, oh my God, the police don't even care. The police. And that becomes a nightmare.
They should just like...
But that's
So
how
they don't show
anyway.
up? So they just don't show up?
That's what I'm saying. They just don't show up. You take fucking photos of everything, and everybody who's there or everybody who's gotten a photo, when they find them later, they give them like a $3,000 fine for being there.
This is what they do. I figured it out.
Because as a kid, if you get fined like $1,000, like your life is fucked. You know what I mean?
While they're doing the takeovers,
But our DA likes this stuff.
the police needs to creep up and just throw those rumble, what are those called? The strips?
Oh yeah.
They should surround the area with strips. So when they drive off,
Or they
I
gotta
mean,
go start doing
But see,
donuts
that's the thing
in
is
the cop car and then start spraying out the rubber bullets.
the reason they can't do that is because they're not allowed to let these people even get hurt. That's the thing. If they get hurt because of a cop putting strips out, then there's a potential lawsuit.
Yeah, because they would just.
It's like so
So dumb.
Really?
Yeah.
Fast and Furious was like, it's a movie, right? Like, but there was that came from our fucking generation, right? So like, but when it happened in our generation, all I fucking remember is when cops came, someone was gonna get fucked, cause that was their shit. It's like one of us is gonna get fucked,
Right.
and then they do fucking corner box. They take cars down. They take any human being that they can take, and then we all hear about it. Oh, you heard about so and so? They took his car. They fucking did this to him. That fool's gonna fucking have to deal with so much shit. And then little by little, everyone got scared to go out and race.
I'm surprised no one's like bought up like a bunch of land and just like put road in there and then like made it a designated spot. Oh, come do
They
your
tried to
drift
help.
shit.
They
Yeah.
tried to help that situation by opening up some of the speedways to straight up takeover style meets, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
So funny.
It's not to say because it's not illegal.
The illegal thing is the fun part.
Yeah.
So you guys know what bots dots are?
Bots and knots.
Bots dots.
No.
I know Dippin' Dots. I know
It is the
Dippin' Dots.
dumbest
No,
fucking
robots.
solution they came up with to try to fix this. So they put this in the popular intersections in Compton where people were doing street takeovers. It's pretty much just those bumps in the road. You know those little yellow like turtle shells.
Yeah.
So they put a bunch of those.
Fucking cars up.
I hate the like at the gas station. I don't realize how fast I'm
Let's
going.
see
and I'm
how
like,
bots dots did in this zero tolerance.
That's what they're called? Why do they call them that?
Newly installed bots dots aren't stopping street takeovers in Compton.
They just use them as.
This is what it looked like overnight at Central and Alondra.
They're doing them
Drivers skidding
anyway.
in circles
That shit looks fun,
dangerously
though.
close to a crowd of spectators. They did this for more than an hour, and later, the same thing happened at Bots Dots intersection at Wilmington and Caldwell.
So now they're only doing
The
it at Bots
dots are
Dots
supposed
intersections.
to stop the tires from spinning. Compton has spent more than $4,000 installing them on 4 different intersections.
I thought for some
Good
reason,
job, guys.
I thought they were like, you know, at the gas station where the floor is like all misleveled and it's like big thing. That's what I thought those were. I didn't realize those little yellow things don't do shit.
You gotta earn their respect. You know when you got like skaters and shit, right? And the cops come, hey, you can't skate here. The skaters, whatever. But when the cop goes, let me see the skateboard. Let me see. Let me get the skateboard. Whoa! What the fuck? Right? Oh shit, he's a cool cop. The cop gotta get it. Go. Like that.
He's gotta join in.
Drifting cars.
He's gotta join in, dude.
And then it was like, oh, respect.
Dude, if you can't beat him, you gotta join him, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit.
And then if the cop beats you, they get your pink slip.
Yeah.
Dang.
Bring out the fucking cop horse and shit.
The cop horse doing it.
Imagine on his hooves, just a shh.
The prison bus.
Yeah.
The prison bus.
You gotta earn their respect.
I think
man.
Bart's onto something. They gotta try that out because the bots, dots, whatever those fucking names are, ridiculous name by the way.
Or what if we just totally embrace the culture? Like,
police brutality culture.
He got all hopeful. He was like, finally, we won you over.
I missed that, dude.
What's your favorite act of police brutality?
Dude, I got slammed. I got slammed on hoods before. I got like.
We had guns pulled on us out of nowhere. I was about to go home.
Do you feel like that helped you be a better person? Here?
Honestly, it gave me a respect for authority.
But do you think
Fear for authority, not respect. I fucking hated cops.
Fear for authority.
Where's the line? Where's the line? How much is too much police brutality?
Well, the videos that we see, those are no good.
Oh yeah.
If there's like 4 dudes jumping a dude, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
We just gotta figure out the line. You know what I mean? That's all.
Too much police brutality would be like the tragic cases that we see where
We don't want that.
like people die and shit and all that. It's like,
a little like.
but to be honest though, as a former fucking dumbass,
Like degenerate.
Hooligan?
if the cops were too easy,
Oh, walk all over.
I would fucking go even harder, and that's why we see this happening.
No, I agree. I agree.
It seems like it's such a futile thing, especially if they're saying zero tolerance means we're gonna impound everyone's cars. It's like, dude, these guys are driving their beaters that they're crashing into each other. It's not gonna kill them that you're taking
like
a
a
car away.
demolition derby,
It's not
you know?
even registered or plated. Like, came
It just doesn't seem like there's real fear or consequences.
That's the main thing, is that like if you get caught, nothing's really gonna happen to you, and I think that's where the fucking problem lies.
So what do you think would be the solution?
They can't just fine these people like a good amount of money.
They'll just never pay it.
Well, the DA isn't pressing charges on anything, so they're not even gonna fine anybody.
Because I mean, if they're letting violent like crooks go, this is the least of their problem. Yeah. If they're out there doing fucking Asian hate shit, beating up grandmas all day, and then they're like, you could keep going out and beat up more. Like, come on, dude. Like, takeovers is the least of their problem.
We had a cop come into the store that I work with sometimes, and he told us that in a span of 3 weeks he had arrested the same guy 3 times.
Damn.
But he just keeps getting out. Like they'll take him in, and then he'll immediately get out. Yeah.
I've heard this by so many like officers, not just in California, but the more blue states. There's a policy going on that's more about trying to be reform, right?
Yeah,
so
reform.
so they'll catch people and they're doing their job catching people.
Yeah.
But the prosecutor isn't putting them in putting them to court. They're not prosecuting.
Yeah.
They're not doing their job.
Yeah.
Because they feel like, oh no, we need to reform. But then they're like, well then create a reforming program. Don't just say they don't need to go to jail because we need to reform.
That is a reforming program.
Yeah.
That's the thing that sucks, is that now it's like LA has this reputation of total lawlessness in a way. And
Feels like Gotham.
yeah, it kind of does.
Cool
yeah.
Gotham.
But that's the funny joke and kind of the sadness about hearing LA say we're taking zero tolerance policy. It's like, okay, nice bumps on the road, by the way.
Okay, Commissioner Gordon.
I'm down if the police tag team the fucking fire department and they come and they just blast them with the hose. That would be tight, like, and they're just like, and the guy that's swinging out the car, like, oh shit, oh.
They get their cars all wet, especially after they like just washed their car.
Oh, that's the worst, dude.
And then they have Mike Tyson come through with like 1,000 pigeons and they just shit everywhere.
That's good. That's really good.